Talk about racing this week as regards to the Breeders' Cup Classic. You got your horse, champion 2-year-old, taking on California Chrome Derby and Preakness winner, taking on the Belmont winner in Tonalist. How is that for racing the week leading up to the biggest race of the year in North America? What do you think it's going to do for the sport?
You know, it's great. It's great. And I think the thing that this sport needs, and I hear this all the time, and I know you talk about it as well, how do you make horse racing what it used to be? How do we go back to that glamour era when everybody loved the sport, or there was so much recognition about the sport? And you've got some work to do. One of the places to start is with rivalries. It's hard because these horses do not have the careers in terms of longevity that other athletes have, where you get connected to them and rivalries. They go to the breeding shed, they get hurt, they're gone. I think what we're seeing this week is we're seeing some really good rivalries. Shared Belief and California Chrome have never even run, yet there's an established rivalry. You've got the East Coast, which does not really respect the West Coast all the time.
Correct.
And they're talking their junk about us. So you've got the likes of Tonalist coming back and Toast to New York. So we've got these inherent rivalries. The California horses, the East Coast, the West Coast, the big names, the stars. I think that's all really good for the sport.
And trainers, Jerry Hollendorfer, unique man, Hall of Famer. Who would you compare him to in pro sports?
Bill Belichick.
Hoodie?
Bill Belichick, he's the hoodie. I see a lot of the same in him. I mean, Jerry's funny. He plays it very even keel. He doesn't get too high. He doesn't get too low. He doesn't give you a lot of information. He's a pro's pro. He's very modest. He's not going to let you in. I mean, he looks to me, he's a more personable Bill Belichick.
Shared Belief. Let's play the if you were a human athlete game. Who would you compare him to?
You know, I've made the point that I think that he's Russell Westbrook. I think he's basketball Russell Westbrook because he's freaky, he is athletic, he is explosive, he is quick, he is smart. He just doesn't have that wacky wardrobe that Westbrook rocks. But
he can pull it off, though.
He could. And you know, like Westbrook, he's not that big, but he's intimidating because of his skill and his explosiveness.
So do you stay out of the way, Jim, following up on that question? You let Jerry do the training, call the shots. Do you have any input?
I stay the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
I stay the hell out of the way. I mean, it's nice to be asked, but if they don't ask me, I'm not asking why I'm not being asked. I know my role. You know, I've learned this early on. The horse people make the horse decisions. We might be the majority owners, but we're talking about a Hall of Famer. Jerry Hollendorfer is the Hall of Famer. He's the general. He is in charge. Alex Solis is as sharp a guy as I know. He's our race manager and bloodstock agent. So to answer your question, I stay the hell out of the way. I like to be informed, but I stay out of the way.
You know Jerry Jones coming down to the sideline?
No, I'm not down the sideline. No. And by the way, how does he get to the sideline that fast?
What's your experience leading up to a big race like this? How do you take it?
It's a long, long week. You know, I got kind of some like nervous energy where I want to call Alex Solis again, but I know he doesn't want to hear from me, and he'll take the phone call. It's a long week. I'm glad that I've got a lot of work to do this week to help me spin the clock.
Your family, Janet does, and your kids are into it too, right?
They love it. They love it. My 9-year-old Logan will watch race replays with me, and I think, frankly, he's blown by me. I think the kid knows more about the sport than I do at this point. My older boy, Jake, he likes it. He's into it. He wants to put on a suit and come to the Breeders' Cup. Janet definitely is a fan. But yeah, it's kind of neat that the whole family now is into it.